Alright, let's look at the homework 10.4, problem number 4. Alright, so let's find the correct graph. Alright, so let's try, say theta equal to 0. Alright, cosine of 0 is 1, so it's going to be a square root of 1 plus 1, so square root of 2. So angle is 0 square root of 2, so number 1 looks good. And here, when theta equals 0, it's not square root of 2, so not number 2. And the third picture, this go through 1, so this is not going to be it. And fourth one looks promising. Alright? And another thing we should notice that since it's a 1 plus cosine squared of 8 theta is never 0, which means that it never goes through the origin. So which means that this must be the only correct one. So we have that. Alright, so let's find the angle here. Area there. Alright, so remember that the area can be found by area is equal to 1/2 integral, whatever the angle A to B say, r squared d theta. Alright, so in this case r squared, so we take away the square root, you're going to get area A is equal to 1/2 integral. Alright, so you have to go all the way around the 1. So I would go from 0 to 2 pi. Alright, then if you square r, so square root is gone, so you're just going to get 1 plus cosine squared of 8 theta. Alright, and I'm going to actually use the square bracket with respect to theta. Alright, so we got that, so I'm going to erase that. Alright, so before we do that antiderivative, I'm going to rewrite this guy as 1/2 1 plus cosine of the double angle, so it's going to be a 16 theta. Alright, so we have that, and I still have to put the bracket there. Alright, so if you combine, there's a 1 here, and this is 1/2, so I'm going to combine those. So you have a 1/2 integral from 0 to 2 pi. Alright, then 1 plus 1/2 is 3/2. Then we're going to have 1/2 cosine of 16 theta with respect to theta. Right? So this is going to be equal to 1/2. Alright, and antiderivative of 3/2 is 3/2 theta. And plus, alright, so you have a 1/2. Antiderivative of cosine is going to be a sine of 16 theta over, alright, you have to divide by 16, right? So 16. And then you're going from 0 to 2 pi. Alright, so this is going to be 1/2. And then we plug in 2 pi, so it's going to be 3 pi there. And if you plug in 2 pi there, sine of 32 pi is 0, so second term goes away. If you plug in 0, it's 0. Sine of 0 is 0. It's just going to be that. So this is going to be just a 3 pi over 2 is the area. Right? So let's type it in. We're going to get 3 pi over 2. Right? Let's submit for testing. Alright, it came back and looks like we got the correct picture and the correct area. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.